Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Wednesday deep dive instead of Thursday today. I am so excited to talk to you guys about what we will be talking about today. It's one of my all-time favorite things in skincare. We've been talking about it all week, and it really does make a tremendous difference in your skincare routine when you do it. And it's exfoliating. So I'm so excited to deep dive in with you today. I'm trying something new today with how I do my notes. So we're gonna see if this will work, and if it doesn't, then I'll know for next time not to do it. So let's dive in deep. Go ahead and we're gonna talk about all things exfoliation today. So let's start with what the main purpose of exfoliation is. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I want to make sure that we're all really aware of the reasons why we're exfoliating. The main purpose and the exact kind of definition of exfoliating is to remove or disrupt the dead skin cells on the outer surface of the skin, which is going to expose the clean, fresh cells and help us achieve that smooth, bright, revitalized skin texture that we're all looking for. That is the main benefit of exfoliation, all right? There are a couple of other added benefits that come from exfoliating on a regular basis, and that is the prevention of clogged pores, which we've talked about, and that's because it's getting in there and getting that dead skin and that excess sebum out of there so that it doesn't clog your pores. The stimulation of new skin cell production, which is really great because as we age, that production slows down. And so that can lead to the visible signs of aging. So if we exfoliate, it speeds that up because we're bringing that new skin up to the surface easier and more often than if we didn't do anything and it did it by itself. The third added benefit is that it's going to enhance the ability of nutrients and other products that we put on our skin to penetrate, which we talked a little bit about the other day. So, as I just kind of briefly mentioned, dead skin cells do serve a purpose. So I don't want us to go out there thinking that they are the ultimate enemy and that we need to be scrubbing those dead skin cells off of our face all the time. There's a reason why our body puts them there, right? In excess of them or not removing them, our skin not being able to remove them as it should is what will lead to the other factors we're trying to avoid, but they do serve a purpose. So one of the main purposes that the dead skin cells serve on our face is to protect our skin from environmental effects. And we briefly touched on this in our Myth Monday, but it does provide a layer from UVA protection, from wind and heat and all of that. So we need to make sure that when we are exfoliating, we are not damaging that outer surface of the skin. And that's the real challenge. That's why everybody's always talking about myths from exfoliation and trying to figure out when we should be exfoliating, how we should be exfoliating, what exfoliators we should be using, how often, because it is such a challenge trying to figure out what methods you should use, what products you should use for your skin type, for your skin condition, so that you don't aggravate and irritate and damage your skin even further. So that's why I'm here tonight, to kind of make it all easier for you and help you tackle that. So what I'm going to do tonight, we've talked about why we need to exfoliate. We've talked about how often we need to exfoliate. So tonight I'm going to talk about different methods of exfoliation and some of the products that we have with RNF that fall into that method. And then also, if you have a certain skin type, what method you should be using, or a combination of methods even. So there are two basic methods. There's a few more than that, but these are the two basic. These are the two most common that I want to talk about. There's a third one that is, so the first two are mechanical and chemical. There is another one that is an enzyme exfoliant, and that comes from a couple of fruits like the papaya and the pineapple, which are good exfoliants. And some skincare products do have them. The ones I'm going to talk about today don't, so I wanted to just kind of break down the ones I'm going to talk about today. So the first one is a mechanical exfoliator. And so these are the kind of exfoliants we typically think about when we think about exfoliating our skin. So scrubs or other buffing products, exfoliating gloves, if you use an exfoliator machine, those are the things that we think about. They usually contain some sort of particle or harder substance that disrupts the dead skin cells. And they are the ones that you need to be careful of using on a daily basis. There are some exfoliants that can be used in other products on a more daily basis, but these mechanical ones are ones that you do not want to use on the daily basis. These are the ones you want to be looking at using 2 to 3 times a week max. So for RNF, what you will think about are the products that we have that are mechanical exfoliants are our microdermabrasion paste, which is a mechanical exfoliant that utilizes sugar and salt as the particles that disrupt the dead skin cells. And then in our Redefine line, which is our anti-aging line, the daily cleansing mask, which is the daily first step, has an ingredient called bentonite, which is a white clay that softens the skin and helps exfoliate skin. And so it's very fine particles, which makes it okay for daily use as opposed to the harder microdermabrasion paste you will not want to use daily. If you have sensitive skin, you want to use that weekly. If you have normal to combination skin, you want to use the microdermabrasion paste 2, maybe 3 times a week, because it is a larger, harder particle substance. Then the other exfoliant are chemical exfoliants. And so these are ingredients like hydroxy acids, which include glycolic, lactic, and salicylic acids. And so we talked about one form of hydroxy acid as our vocab word this week, and that's an alpha hydrochloric acid. And so glycolic and lactic, and I believe even salicylic is a alpha hydroxy acid. And then some botanical acids are also considered in the chemical category as well. So this category can range from really aggressive to really mild. So the botanicals will be on the mild side. Some of the hydroxy acids might be on the more aggressive side. Chemical exfoliants are often called chemical peels. Like, I'm going to get a chemical peel and really exfoliate my skin. So that's what people are talking about. So you can find hydroxy acids, you can find salicylic acids and other acids in some of our products to exfoliate. So in our anti-aging line, our Redefine Pore Minimizing Toner has a polyhydroxy acid. And so how polyhydroxy acids differ from alpha hydroxy acids is that poly are kind of the next generation of alpha hydroxy acids. They are just as effective, but are less irritating. So if you're going to be using something on a more frequent basis, you want something that's a little less irritating. So that pore minimizing toner in the Redefine line has polyhydroxy acids. Then in our reverse line, both reverse brightening and reverse lightening, as well as the reverse lightening, the reverse brightening washes, deep exfoliating wash, they have the same wash, and the unblemished clarifying toner all have alpha hydroxy acids in them for their exfoliation. And then both reverse toners and the Unblemished Blemish Wash have salicylic acid as their exfoliating products or exfoliating ingredients. So this is a ton of information, and I know most of us are just used to thinking about exfoliation as a scrub. I'm gonna go get a face scrub. But there's so much more to it, and actually that's probably the most harmful to your skin. While it is effective and is good and you should do it, you should look at different forms of exfoliating for your skin, because it is such a vital part of keeping your skin healthy. So if you are someone who is trying to fight the signs of aging, you're starting to notice visible signs like fine lines and wrinkles or larger pores, you want to look for some gentler exfoliators to use on an ongoing basis, and then throw in something like a microdermabrasion paste 2 times a week, maybe 3 times a week. So you want to look for, like we talked about in the Redefine line, what is happening in the wash, which is polyhydroxy acids. And those are really good because they're going to be less irritating. If you are someone who deals with acne, your skin's already a little red, right? It's very irritated because of the acne. It's already kind of sensitive. It's got harsh products on it with benzoyl peroxide. So you want to use a exfoliant that's not going to aggravate those blemishes even more. And so that's why the alpha hydroxy acids and the salicylic acids are good. If you have if you deal with acne and you are currently okay and you don't have any current outbreaks, then you can add in the microdermabrasion paste 1, maybe 2 times a week. But if you have an outbreak, if you have live blemishes, don't use it. It's going to irritate those blemishes even more. And then if you are someone who's dealing with dull skin or melasma, that mask that comes after pregnancy that a lot of women deal with, or if you are dealing with age spots or dark spots on your skin, you want to look for the exfoliating that's going to bring some brightness to your skin. And so you will find that both the alpha hydroxy acids and the salicylic acid are really great for that as well. And then sensitive skin, if you need to do some exfoliation, I would say at the most, maybe use the microdermabrasion paste maybe once a week, but that's even a little rough. You really need to get your skin back up to the level where it's already so sensitive and already so thin and already so broken. That lipid barrier is so broken that you don't necessarily want to get in there with any other kind of exfoliator until your skin has healed and has been brought back to its full potential before you go in there and try to rip it up. So you can do it once a week, but I would just listen to your skin. If you're doing it and you're super red afterwards, then you might want to take some time off and let your skin heal. So that is exfoliants in a nutshell. I hope it has been beneficial for you. I hope you are learning something. I hope you're able to go look on in the grocery store or in the drugstore or in the department store and pick up something and look at the back and go, okay, it has these ingredients. I know what this does. Or, sorry, my nose got really itchy all of a sudden. Or to go and say, you know what, I'm really dealing with this. I'm really dealing with blackheads. You know what, I might go look for some retinol to see what I can do there. What are some products with some retinol? Let me go try to find those. And so, or I'm really dealing with, the signs of aging. Retinol is great for that as well. So I just want to be able to make this easier for you. Of course, I would love to share with you the products that I sell with RNF, but I just want to make skincare a little bit easier, right? Just help us all understand it more, because there's so much information out there and some of it is so conflicting. So I hope this has been really beneficial and helpful for you. If you have any comments or any questions or want to know more in particular about one certain area, let me know. Also, I'm putting together these weekly topics that I'm diving into. So if you have a weekly topic that you think would be great, like, oh, can you really figure out what this means? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I can't think of it right now. But what this means, then I'm more than happy to go in and do the research for you and help make it easier for you to understand. All right, you guys, I'm traveling over the next couple of days for work, so I will not be back on this week, but I will be posting, and I will be back next week with our new topic. I'm so excited to share what that will be with you, but stay tuned to find out. Have a fantastic night, everybody. Bye.